What if I told you that four of the world's most popular vegetables, the kind we're always told to eat more of, could actually be creating serious problems for your kidneys, especially after age 60? It sounds completely backward, doesn't it? But for aging kidneys, or kidneys that are already working overtime, some of these health foods can become a real burden. And you often won't feel a thing until the damage is already quite serious. Now, let's be real about that title. Wreck Your Kidneys is dramatic, and I need to be crystal clear. This video is not here to make you afraid of the produce aisle. It's about giving you specific, targeted information for a specific situation. Because while these vegetables are perfectly healthy for most people, they can be risky for others. Here's a number for you. The CDC reports that nearly one-third of adults aged 65 or older have chronic kidney disease, CKD. That's a huge number. And the scariest part? As many as 9 out of 10 people with CKD don't even know they have it. It's a silent challenge that millions are facing. So, this video is about empowerment. It's for that significant portion of the population over 60 with kidney issues, diagnosed or not, to understand that knowledge is power. We're going to break down which 4 vegetables you need to be mindful of, explain why they can be an issue, and, most importantly, show you some fantastic alternatives to protect one of your body's most vital systems. So, before we name names, we have to understand why we're even having this conversation. Think of your kidneys as your body's elite purification system. These 2 little bean-shaped organs are working 24/7, filtering about half a cup of blood every single minute. They're pulling out waste, managing fluid levels, balancing critical minerals, and even producing hormones that control blood pressure and keep your bones strong. As we get older, this filtration system can naturally start to lose a step. It's a normal part of aging. But for millions, this slowdown is sped up by 2 main things: high blood pressure and diabetes, which are the leading causes of chronic kidney disease. We all know about sodium from salt, which can hike up blood pressure and strain the kidneys. Phosphorus, when it builds up, can pull calcium from your bones, making them weak. But today, we're focusing on the 2 big players in our vegetable story: potassium and oxalates. Potassium is an electrolyte that's essential for your nerves and muscles, especially your heart. Healthy kidneys get rid of any extra potassium with no problem. But when they're compromised, potassium levels can climb into the danger zone, a condition called hyperkalemia. This can cause fatigue, weakness, and even life-threatening heart rhythm problems. Then you have oxalates, which are natural compounds found in many plants. For most of us, they're harmless. But for people prone to kidney stones, they're a big deal. Imagine them as tiny, sharp crystals. When they bind with calcium in your urine, they can form painful kidney stones. Piling on high oxalate foods can be a real problem for kidneys that are already struggling to keep up. The vegetables we're about to talk about are on this list for one simple reason. They are packed with either very high levels of potassium or very high levels of oxalates. The 4 vegetables to be cautious with. All right, it's time to get specific. But let me say this one more time. This advice is targeted. It is most critical for people who already have a CKD diagnosis, especially in stages 3 through 5, or anyone whose doctor has put them on a low potassium or low oxalate diet. If you're over 60 with risk factors like diabetes or high blood pressure, think of this as an early warning system. And remember, always talk to your doctor before making big changes to your diet. Vegetable number 1, spinach. Spinach is the classic health food, right? Popeye made it famous. But for someone with compromised kidney function, spinach is a double-edged sword. It's exceptionally high in both potassium and oxalates. Let's start with the oxalates. A single half cup of cooked spinach can have up to 750 milligrams of oxalates. To give you some context, a low oxalate diet often recommends keeping your total for the entire day under 100 milligrams. So you can see how a spinach smoothie or a big salad could easily put you way over the limit, increasing the risk of forming those painful calcium oxalate stones. Then there's the potassium. A cup of cooked spinach serves up over 800 milligrams of potassium. If you're on a diet restricting you to 2,000 milligrams a day, That's almost half your daily budget in one side dish. So, does cooking help? Well, boiling spinach can leach some of the potassium and oxalates out into the water, but it's often not enough to make it safe for someone on a strict diet. The sheer density of these compounds in spinach means you have to be very careful if your kidneys are vulnerable. Vegetable number 2, Swiss chard. Right behind spinach is its colorful cousin, Swiss chard. It looks so vibrant and healthy on the plate, but unfortunately, it carries the same 1-2 punch. It's loaded with both potassium and oxalates. 1 cup of cooked Swiss chard can deliver more than 950 milligrams of potassium, making it one of the most potassium-dense vegetables out there. Think about how a huge bunch of chard cooks down to just a small portion. It's incredibly easy to eat a dangerously high amount without realizing it. And just like spinach, Swiss chard is also a major source of oxalates. So you've got the same dual risk, the potential for kidney stones from the oxalates and the risk of serious heart issues from the potassium. While it's full of great vitamins, the risks can outweigh the benefits for those with specific kidney problems. Vegetable number 3, beets and their greens. Beets have become super trendy, from beet juice cleanses to roasted beet salads. But for kidneys on a restricted diet, the entire plant can be tricky. The beet greens are just like spinach and Swiss chard, sky high in both potassium and oxalates. Many people cook them up without a second thought, not realizing the risk is the same. But it doesn't stop with the leaves. The beetroot itself is also very high in potassium and quite high in oxalates. A single cup of beets has over 500 milligrams of potassium, and the oxalate content can be as high as 150 milligrams per cup. When you concentrate it into juice, those numbers go through the roof. A glass of beet juice can be a potassium bomb that a struggling kidney just can't diffuse. Vegetable number 4, tomatoes, especially concentrated forms. This one is often the biggest shocker because tomatoes are a staple in kitchens all over the world. The main problem with tomatoes is their potassium content. Now, a few slices of a fresh tomato on a sandwich, that might be perfectly fine for some. A medium-sized tomato has around 290 milligrams of potassium. The real danger lies in the concentrated tomato products. When you cook tomatoes down into sauces, pastes, and purees, the water leaves, but the potassium stays, becoming super concentrated. Think about this. Just 1 cup of canned tomato sauce can have up to 900 milligrams of potassium. A 1/4 cup of tomato paste can pack over 650 milligrams. So many of our favorite dishes, pasta sauces, chilies, soups, are built on these ingredients. It's incredibly easy to get a massive dose of potassium without ever knowing it. For someone with late-stage CKD, this can be a fast track to hyperkalemia. Kidney-friendly swaps, the safe list. Okay, enough of the warnings. Let's flip this conversation from fear into action. The goal is never to eat a boring diet, it's to eat a smarter one. And the great news is, there's a whole world of delicious, vibrant vegetables that are low in potassium and oxalates. Kidney-friendly swap. Number 1, red bell peppers. Red bell peppers are true superstars for a kidney-friendly diet. They're incredibly low in potassium, but they're bursting with powerful antioxidants like vitamins A and C, which help fight inflammation.
They're also wonderfully versatile. You can eat them raw and crunchy, roast them until they're sweet, or sauté them into your favorite dishes. They add amazing color and flavor without the risk.
Kidney-friendly swap number 2, cabbage. Don't sleep on the humble cabbage. This vegetable is a hero in the kidney-friendly kitchen. It is incredibly low in potassium, packed with vitamins K and C, and full of fiber. Cabbage also contains compounds that help protect your body's cells from damage. It's cheap, it's versatile, and it's reliable. You can shred it for a slaw, steam it, or use it as a base for hearty, healthy soups. Kidney-friendly swap number 3, cauliflower. Cauliflower is the chameleon of the low potassium world. It's low in potassium but high in vitamin C, folate, and fiber. But its real magic is its ability to stand in for high potassium foods. Missing mashed potatoes? Mashed cauliflower is a fantastic, creamy substitute. You can rice it to replace rice or even turn it into a pizza crust. It's a game changer. Kidney-friendly swap number 4, onions. Finally, the foundation of flavor itself, the onion. Onions are wonderfully low in potassium and are your secret weapon for making food taste amazing without adding salt. Slashing sodium is just as important as managing potassium for kidney health, and using more onions, garlic, and herbs is the best way to do it. They also contain quercetin, a powerful antioxidant with anti-inflammatory benefits. Onions are an absolute must-have. Actionable steps.
Let's bring this all together. The message today isn't about food fear, it's about food intelligence. It's understanding that when it comes to health, one size never fits all. The 4 vegetables we talked about, spinach, Swiss chard, beets, and concentrated tomatoes, are on the caution list for very specific reasons. For most healthy adults, even over 60, these vegetables are great in moderation. The key is to know where you stand. The single most important thing you can do is talk to your doctor. At your next physical, ask for a simple blood and urine test to check your kidney function. They can measure your eGFR, which is the best way to know how well your kidneys are working. If you find out you do have CKD, don't panic. Your next step is to ask for a referral to a registered dietitian who specializes in renal nutrition. Think of them as your personal food coach. They won't just hand you a list of no's. They'll work with you to create a personalized plan that is safe, delicious, and actually works for your life. Protecting your kidneys is one of the most proactive things you can do for your health as you age. Making smart, informed choices about your food isn't about restriction, it's about strategy. These small swaps can make a huge difference in keeping your kidneys going strong for years to come. If you found this information valuable, please give this video a like. It really helps get this message out to more people who need it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more health info you can trust. And finally, please share this video with a friend or family member over 60. Thanks for watching, and take good care of yourself.